Alright, I'm going to talk about something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, which is this website called RetroAchievements.org. It's associated with the RetroArch emulation community, I guess you could say. Came out on Steam a few months ago, and I got into it. And I'm familiar with RetroArch. I've used it in the past. I have it on my phone. I have it on my tablets. Pretty much any smartphone I've had RetroArch. But I always found it kind of cumbersome, kind of hard to navigate. The directory, how to get to certain directories on an Android is always felt kind of clunky. So I was really interested when it came out on Steam, and back when I downloaded it in May, I believe it came out in May. It's been working really well, and then I learned about something called RetroAchievements, which is this basically this online system, achievement system that lets you pretty much breathes new life into your old games. Like if you want to, I'm not an achievement kind of person, but something about getting achievements for older games really enticed me. So I started going through the website. I made an account. I'm not logged in right now, but and I started going through the games, and a lot of the achievements for certain games seem to have some challenges, some interesting challenges, and some games seem to just be kind of basic. Like Zelda 2 is a good example of pretty much beating the game. You'll get all the achievements, but a game like Clash at Demonhead, like whoever authored those achievements put a lot of really interesting challenges in there. Like I'm gonna check it out right now. I have a list of games I kind of want to go through and play for YouTube, and I've always been told if you're gonna make plans, don't tell your plans to anybody, because the likelihood of you doing it kind of decreases. So I'm taking a risk here, talking about stuff I want to do. But let's check out Clash at Demonhead, the achievements. A lot of these are really interesting. Like right off the bat, your encounter with Tom Guycott. Bring your A game by not pressing B, which I've done that before. I was messing around with Clash at Demonhead on my account, but there's a way to delete everything, so I'm gonna do that before I get started on that. Clash at Demonhead is definitely a game I want to revisit with RetroAchievements, and I got a little index card here with games I would potentially want to try out. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. Shonen Jumper, I did that one. Traverse Route 12 and 17, staying out of the pits and water. And I believe that's the route that leads to Fascia, the ferry. So there's some really tough jumps. I usually use the jetpack to get through that area. I think it's Route 17. But making those platform jumps is really difficult. Go to the statue in Route 28. I think I know where that is. There's some really cool ones in here. Soda statue. The Grieving Spirit reveals a hidden path. That's just going through the game normally. A lot of these, you just go through the game normally, but there's some really interesting challenges here. Because he led you to go, you see... I'm not sure what that is. But when I highlight it, does it say? No, it doesn't. I'm just looking through these. Just getting to the Desert Fortress is an achievement. And, versus the world... That's just beating the game pretty much, the versus the world thing. I think so. Visit the shop 30 times for a 50% discount. I didn't know that was a thing in Clash at Demonhead. That's actually really interesting. So going through this website has been kind of very entertaining for me, because there's a lot of stuff in these older games I just didn't know was a thing. 5 Hermit abilities. I did a video on that over a decade ago where I unlocked all 5 Hermit abilities and showcased them. There's some like one like this one, Bowling for Demons, perfect game. I did that one just to try it out. You have to... What is it about? There's a nuance to this achievement that I wasn't getting at first. I can't remember exactly what it is, but we'll see when I get to it. And you can use save states. There is something called... I can't remember exactly what it is, but there's a certain, can't think of the word, but if you turn off your save states and your load states, you get a certain accolade for doing it on the RetroAchievements website, because it's online. When you boot up RetroArch on Steam, it'll you'll have the option to connect to RetroAchievements, and it'll, as long as you're online, it'll, anytime you do an achievement, it'll pop up on screen and you'll get it on the website for accolades, I guess, just bragging rights, which is fine with me. But these are, a lot of these are really interesting challenges. So there's a lot of games I want to go through. There's another one here. I want to do Nightshade. I know I didn't finish that playthrough, but I really want to play that game again, because I play that game at least once a year, because I love it. It's a great game. Escape the chair without taking damage. Smarter than JonTron, so we got some meta, some memes going on here. I played that game before JonTron made his video, so at least I got that under my belt. Cover the diamond. So these cover the scroll, cover the crown. So these are just using the what's it called? I don't remember what they're called. Oh, the domes on the stolen artifacts. And that's actually optional. You don't have to do that. But if you do, you don't have to fight all the bosses at the again at the end before you fight Satek. Satek, however you pronounce it. Defeat the Rat King, Adolescent. I haven't gone through Nightshade RetroAchievements yet, so this is something completely new to me. If I get quiet, it just means I'm reading. A lot of these just seem really basic so far. What did that JonTron once say? Escape the chair without taking damage. That's just a hiding behind the wall, I have to assume. And it'll tell you the percentage of people who have actually done it, so it gives you an idea of how difficult the achievement is. Chuck Norris. Defeat the Ninja Mistress while taking damage no more than 3 times. Oh, that's easy. The Ninja Mistress. I didn't do the Ninja Mistress in my playthrough. She's one of the bosses, but she's simple. She's one of the 4 bosses. She's a simple fight. She more or less acts like the regular ninja girls. Defeat Satek. That's just basic, you know. Just you play the game and you're gonna get these achievements, basically. Egyptology. That's sort of kind of out of the way, so I can see that being a pretty good achievement, especially if you're not familiar with Nightshade. You'd be like, what's the Egyptology? And then maybe you'll look at a FAQ or just play the game. You don't have to. I beat the game 100% without a FAQ when I was 9, so if I can do it, my little kid brain can do it, anybody can. Find the whistle, that's a little more obscure. I remember finding the whistle way back when, and I couldn't remember how to find it again. So I had to look up a FAQ, and even then, I was confused. When I say FAQ, I mean a FAQ. I just call it a FAQ. No, it sounds like I'm saying a cuss word. Find the first aid kit. It's sort of, it's non-essential, but that's sort of obscure. Find the gas mask. That's definitely essential. You don't need the Staff of Ra, so that's, you know, something extra. And the headpiece of the Staff of Ra. Assemble the Staff of Ra. I wonder if there's an achievement for buying the plastic version. My kitty's looking at me. Hey, Max. Escape death by cuteness. Oh, is that the dog? Yeah, that's the dog one. Nice wolfums. I guess you get... Yeah, I guess there's achievements for for escaping all the death sequence. The inescapable death traps. That's pretty cool. Achieve max popularity. That's fairly simple to do. You'll get that without even trying, as long as you don't go around screwing about. Save the elderly woman. So these are just sort of side quests for getting reputation. Save the old man. That's a good one. Seriously large wad of money. Yeah, that's how you get a whole bunch of money in that game, so money's not a problem in that game at all. Save the little girl from the fire. That was a little girl? I thought it was an adult. Anyway. Return the library book. That's a semi-obscure one. Like I said, if you just play the game and you search every nook and cranny, you'll get these achievements. They don't seem that far off from being super specific. Buy a pizza. It's not DiGiorno, it's delivery. That's pretty funny. So you're not getting a tip. Buy some food from the chopstick at Shuriken Tavern, then beat up the waitress. I didn't know you could buy food from there. Wow. See, I'm learning stuff. That's pretty cool. Complete the game 100%. That's super easy. At least for me, because I beat the game many times. Save all 4 magical artifacts. We think that's for covering all the artifacts, I believe. Yeah, got you covered. I need to read the title first and then read the description. Round 2 fight. Complete the game without covering any See, that's what I was talking about. Complete the game without covering any of the magical artifacts, which I would say the majority of people are gonna end up messing up and having to refight a boss because of this. Because if you beat a boss, the way I figured it out, when you beat a boss in that game, the artifact gets stolen, so you can't cover it. So before you fight any bosses, if you want to get this achievement, before you fight any of the bosses, you got to go cover them up with domes first. Defeat every boss and complete the game, so that's like base. I guess a lot of people, look at this, 6%, 7% of the retro achievement community that played Nightshade didn't beat the game, basically. Because this achievement is just beating the game. Better superhero than you. Complete the game without using the vortex healing boot. Ooh, that's a good one. Man, that's a challenge right there. That's actually interesting. Cooler than Bond too. Complete the game without falling into any of Sotek's death trap. So these last two achievements pretty much involve being a perfectionist. And look at that, 12% of the people who play out of 58. I guess out of 58, I think 58 people played this game with retro achievements on. This is kicking my ass, don't want to use a guide, that's pretty funny. Lampshade's a pretty neat game. Trigger flags, the boss challenge, Chivos. Okay, this is the author, this last comment here, that's pretty cool. So Nightshade's definitely one I want to do with retro achievements on. And that's what this video is about. I'm kind of going through the games I want to play. I got a little index card here, like I said. I'm just going to go through it one at a time. Let's see, Zelda 2. I actually beat Zelda 2 recently for the first time, because this was a game that I kind of grew up with. I'm going to talk about it when I actually play the game. This is the Famicom version. That's not what I want at all. Where is the American version? What the heck? Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda. And I got some lo-fi stuff in the background. I don't know how audible it is, but I can't hear it because I got my speakers off. I figured I'd have something in the background while there's dead air. So here's a classic NES series. I'm considering playing the classic NES series version of Zelda only because... Oh wait, this is regular Zelda. I'm talking about Zelda 2. The NES version of NES Classics version of Zelda 2 because the text boxes are faster. And I could use hacks. I could probably find a hack that makes the dialogue quicker, but I don't really want to use hacks when I'm ROM hacks is what I'm talking about when I'm doing a playthrough. I guess this is it, the Famicom disc version? What the heck? Here, I'm gonna look up this. I'm gonna do it this way. Let's see, it should be under Zelda, right? Zelda 2? Let me search that, Zelda 2. Zelda 2, Link no Boken. Okay, let's just look for NES games. NES/Famicom. And it would be at the bottom. Here are all the unlicensed games. Ooh, there's one unlicensed game in particular I do want to play, and that's gonna be really cool. It's a game I really enjoyed. Here we go, Zelda 2. Oh, it's a Roman numeral. No wonder I couldn't find it. That's silly as hell. Anyway, I think Zelda 2, I went through it before, and from what it looks like, Zelda 2 retro achievements are pretty basic. There's nothing really that stands out as a challenge, but I still want to do it anyway because I do want to play Zelda 2 for YouTube. And I'm going through, I like to practice my games before like I did with Clash at Demonhead, over a decade ago. I like to play the game first a few times and then record, because that worked out really well. And to me, it was a lot more fun, kind of commentating over it. Unscripted, quote unquote. Yeah, a lot of these just are basic. Just playing the game. Get your life to level 8, get your magic to level 8, get your attack to level 8. So Zelda 2 is gonna be just beat the game, basically. Get all the hearts, get all the magic. Yep. That's one of them. Another game on here. Metroid 1. Man, Metroid 1 is a game I had as a kid that I found at a pawn shop. I'm gonna retell the story when I play the game. But I find this game at a pawn shop. I don't know why I got it. I got a lot of games at pawn shops when I was a little kid because I was poor, quote unquote. But that's an entirely different story. But Metroid was such an odd game back in the day, especially coming off games like Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2, where it was just a rat in a maze kind of situation. Let's see. These look pretty basic so far. Obtain high jump boots. Obtain your first set of missiles. A lot of these aren't challenging. It's really shocking to see the total number of players that actually have retro achievements on, played the game, but I didn't even get the morph ball. 96%. Like, really? 200 people, like 150 people didn't get the morph ball. What, did they just load the game with retro achievements on and just turned it off immediately? I can see that. That's possible. Obtain the long beam. This is pretty basic stuff. See this one. Getting all the missiles. That's what that is. All of the punch. Tanking around. Obtain your first energy tank. All the tanks in the world. I think there's 6 energy tanks. So that'll be fun. Gain access to hideout. That's what just... Hideout 1 is in Ridley's, I think, and I think Hideout 2 is Crade's. I may be wrong about that. Yeah, Ridley's 2. No, Ridley is 2 and Crade is 1. I gotcha. It says it right here. Defeat Mother Brain. And these are just timed, the time it takes. I think you have to like spend like 10 plus hours to get the worst ending. I think. Yeah, gain over 10 hours. I was right. I didn't look at it, I promise. It's a girl. Ready for the beach. That you get her leotard. These are basic, like very, very basic. You just beat the game. Beating the game under an hour is something I do want to do, but I want to get 100% under 60 minutes. I guess under 59 minutes according to this, to get the best ending. It's something I really want to do, and it's something I'm going to have to practice a lot off screen. Not off screen, but you know what I mean. And, ooh, there's a game I do want to play. It's a hack of Metroid 1 called Rogue Dawn, which is amazing. I beat it and played it over the last year or so, kind of off and on, and I managed to beat it, and I really, really liked it. It looks really good. Here, I'm going to show you some screenshots real quick. I really hate showing this off first and not have it be a surprise. Google Images. Hopefully there's nothing not safe for work. Yeah, look at this. It looks really cool. Oh man, it's cut off. It's cut off on the side. Dang it. Anyway, you can see it the way I got it cropped off in the middle here. It looks really good. I played it, enjoyed the hell out of it. I'll talk about it more when it comes to playing it. A lot of these are pretty basic from what I can tell. Obtain the high jump boots. This is stuff you'll get along the way. Wall jump boots are kind of obscure. No, it's not, because you need to beat the game, so... It was obscure to me, because it took me forever to find them. That's just me. 255 missiles, that's something I didn't do when I played that game, so that's going to be fun to do. I'm probably going to have to use a guide. Stand atop the steel Metroid art. Oh yeah, there's Easter eggs and stuff for Rogue Dawn. See, a lot of these are stuff I haven't found yet, so I may have to play that game a few times offline before I'll actually do it for YouTube. I don't know what this is. Unlock the back door. So this is going to be interesting. Locate the secret world, and I've seen hints about this. Kind of got a little spoiler there, but I don't know how to get to it. Defeat the Chozo Ruin Beast without taking damage. That's going to be a challenge, to say the least. Beat the Alpha Metro from behind. That's interesting. Neat. I guess we'll see what that's about. Collect the wall jump boots as your first upgrade? How do you do that? Oh my god. And the bombs as your first upgrade? This is interesting. This is stuff I didn't even know you could do. Some of these achievements I probably won't be able to do at all. Obtain the spring ball without entering the boneyard? What the heck? The spring yard is in the boneyard. That's insane. And some people did it. I'm pretty sure there's a few people out there who just mastered it completely. Complete the second mission. I don't know what that's about either. Some heavy spoilers in here, guys. Some heavy spoilers, wow. That kind of stinks. I mean, not for me, but for anybody who's listening, who's not familiar and may be interested. Goonies 2 is another one. Is it a... I don't know if Goonies 2 is a Roman numeral? Yeah, it is. There we go. Nice. This is also a game I grew up with and actually beat, which was insane because I don't know how... A lot of these, like, games like Nightshade and Goonies 2 are pretty obscure, kind of big brain kind of games where you have to really think. And I don't know how the heck I did these as a kid. Transceiver. I don't know where that is, to be honest. Maybe something I need to look up. A lot of these seem pretty basic. 4 key holders. I don't know where all the fireboxes and bomb boxes are, so that's going to be a thing. Rescuing the Goonies, that's pretty basic stuff. And I honest to God didn't know... Like, I've seen the Goonies, I've seen the movie many times. But I don't know how you're supposed to distinguish between each Goonie, because they all kind of look the same, aside from the males and the male and females. Mouth, Andy, Brad, Data, Steph, and Chunk. Because their sprites are all the same. Free Annie. That's just beating the game. Konami Man. Visit Konami Man after hitting him so he'll never refill. Oh man. That'll be fun. Oh, Konami Man's in actually 5 locations. I didn't know that. Extra life underwater. I think I know where that is. Gift from the Druids. Find the hidden extra life in the cabin. I don't know where that is. Never Goonie give... What? Never Goonie give you up? I guess that's a reference to the meme. Never gonna give you up. I got it. You're funny. RetroArch achievement. Arthur guy, you're funny. I don't think I've ever found the radio. No, I hadn't found the radio, but was in one session received transceiver messages from Goonies and Simon Belmont. From Goonies, Simon Belmont, and Stinger. See, I don't even know how the transceiver works. I think you use it on the screen where you're searching around in the rooms. I think that's how it works. Get to the cell gate room with 5 lives, full energy, all items, and Goonies. Finish the game with the smallest possible inventory. What the heck? What is that? 17 out of 599? Wow. Leave your friends behind. Get to the gate room without a single rescue. Ooh, that's a tough one. Because your energy bar is directly connected to how many Goonies you rescue. Man, to get all the way to Annie with 2 life bars? Wow. That's rough. Play to the beginning and end without losing life. That ain't too bad. That's doable. I could do that. But getting to Annie, well, getting to the box, whatever the hell she's in, the gate room, I guess that's what you call it, what they call it, with only 2 bars of energy, man. Wow. I can't even imagine. That sounds like a nightmare. Arkista's Ring. Arkista's Ring. Another game I grew up with. Is it gonna autofill? There you go. Come on. Arkista. Arkista's Ring. Another game I grew up with. Very arcadey. No achievements for it. Wow. Okay. It's still a game I want to play though. So that is on the table. And I guess this is just a game I won't do any retro achievements, which is fine, because it's a pretty good game. We'll talk about it when I get to it. Zelda 2, or Zelda 1. Zelda 1. Come on. I'm just gonna put Zelda. Legend of Zelda. They got Link to the Past here too. Maybe I'll do that. I don't like Link to the Past. I know I did a half let's play of it and I didn't delete it. It's still on my YouTube thingy. It's still there. I could just set it to public, but I'm not because I don't like it. It's awful. Then I just click it. There we go. It's taking a while. We all know Zelda 1. I don't have to talk about it that much. Obtain the sword, white sword, magical sword. Seems pretty basic so far. Blue ring. Find the letter in the first quest. Oh, so these achievements are going to involve the second quest. That's going to be interesting. because I've never beaten the second quest. I can barely beat the first quest. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very good at Zelda 1. Another game I grew up with, a friend had it, and I can't tell if the background audio is too loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a bit, just in case. My friend had Zelda 1, and I would borrow it from him, and I never did beat it. I never beat it as a kid, because I had a Nintendo that if you even tapped it with the cartridge inside, it would mess up. And it also had a ninTEN chip, which was the anti-piracy chip that would flip out a lot. So I grew up with that. Getting games to work on that thing was a nightmare. And I think I got up to like the dungeon number 6 or so. I remember getting the red candle and the magical sword. I think I got the magical wand. But I could never beat it. I couldn't beat it. For number 1, I think it's dungeon 6 or 7 that gets really difficult. Like all the whiz robes and all that. I forget which dungeon it is, but it's ridiculous. I have trouble with it as an adult. So that's a game I'm gonna have to practice. If I do play it, I'm not sure if I want to. I don't really like Zelda 1. I enjoyed, to be honest, I enjoyed Zelda 2 way more than Zelda 1 just recently when I started playing it with my big boy brain. And Zelda 2 was so good, I enjoyed almost every minute of it. Almost every minute of it, but we'll talk about that later. Max 255 rupees. Obtain your first bomb upgrade in the first quest. So this is pretty basic so far. Obtain your second bomb upgrade. Get in all the hearts. All the compasses. That's kind of interesting. So that just means you have to sweep all the dungeons for the compass and maps. Okay, this is just beating the dungeons. Defeat Ganon in the first quest. So when does the second quest achievement start? Okay, I know how to do that. Did I unlock that door? You just go in and out, and so that's an easy one. You'd have to know about it. This is kind of annoying. Not annoying, I guess. But I don't know. That's what I kind of like about RetroAchievements, because you wouldn't know otherwise. Because in the first dungeon, the first door you encounter is locked, and you have to go to the side. I think it's to the left to get the key to unlock it. But if you just enter the dungeon and exit and then enter again, that door will be unlocked and you'll have an extra key to use. So that's what that is. But I knew about that already. So if you go into this and you don't know that, how would you figure it out other than just using Google? Open only 4 locked doors. I wonder what that's about. I'd have to like play the game to see. Complete level 2 without a sword. I think it's just getting bombs early, I guess. I really don't know. I'm not a speedrunner, so I don't know how to do swordless run. Level 4 secret room. Find the secret room in level 4. I don't know what that's about. That's kind of interesting. The secret room. I don't know if they mean bombable wall and you talk to an old man or a goblin or something. Or Girora, whatever they're called. Wow, beat the game without attaining the ring. That's rough. That is rough. Get to Ganon's room in Death Mountain in the first quest without a sword. See, that's a swordless run. I'm not a swordless run kind of guy. It's bad enough I don't really like Zelda 1, and then you tell me not to use a sword. I guess I could learn to love it like a masochist. That's possible. That's how I feel about Metroid 1, honestly, because I had such a rough time as a kid with Metroid 1 for various reasons that I'll get into later. Secret room in level 4 in the second quest. See, second quest I don't know anything about. Oh my god. If I plan to do this, I don't think I'm going to get 100% achievements on some of these games because I'm not a pro, dude. I'm not a pro. Swordless was a really interesting way to re-experience. See, I guess that would be a cool challenge like what this dude says. This dude made a YouTube video. Maybe I'll check that out. I'm not going to play it because I'm doing my own thing right now. My free time, but y'all see it here. You can visit it yourselves. I highly recommend this. Like, RetroAchievements is really neat. Man, this dude mastered it. What a nut job. I mean that in the nicest way. The nicest way possible, almost like a compliment. Like a mad lad. Alright, Max, get down. I'm talking to my cat. He jumped on my desk. Get down, man. You're sweet and everything, but go. People mastering it? God. I don't have the skill, dude. I don't have enough confidence. The game has 2 quests. Dude. Yeah, I think everyone knows about the Zelda thing. You put Zelda on the file name and you'll get into the second quest. I thought the game was just glitched or something when you put in the name Zelda, because the Nintendo I had was so frustrating to work with that I just assumed any weird thing in Nintendo games was because the cartridge got loose or something. Alright, what's next? Rygar. I recently beat Rygar. It's a pretty short game. I was kind of shocked at how short it was. Well, they got the arcade version too. Nice. Okay, we got achievements for this. Only 22. This seems pretty basic stuff so far. Upgrade your energy to 4 slots, so this is just leveling up, basically. Max mind, get 7 mind items? I'm not entirely sure what that means. I only beat it once and I kind of just went through it. With a guide, by the way. So, I'm not a real gamer, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see, next game. Wrath of the Black Manta. There's a gem. Wrath of the Black Manta is a gem that I grew up with, holy crap. And I just got recently reminded of it too. I don't know how or why. It was just in the Aether, man. It was in the ether. It was just, I just randomly thought about this game and was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. It's like a Shinobi clone with an anti-drug message. Even as a little kid, I knew it was an anti-drug kind of propaganda crap. Don't do drugs, but you know. This seems pretty basic. Max POW, I don't remember exactly what POW is. I think you find upgrades from rescuing the children. It's it's got some heavy themes, dude. Like drugs, there's child trafficking, and it's, oh my goodness. It's insane. This game is insane now that I think about it. Save the kids from New York City again. I don't know what that means. Maybe you gotta play it twice. It's like a New Game Plus or something. Could be. The New Game Plus I never knew about, man. They were doing it before Chrono Trigger, man. Metroid did it too, but that's besides the point. Tiny Toon Adventures. Toon, another gem. A fucking treat. Oops, I'm trying not to cuss. Another treat. Tiny Toon Adventures is a treat, guys. A platformer akin to Mario Brothers 3. It's up there with the giants. Looking down on us plebeians. Nothing really stands out so far. I think the 3 extra lives is interesting, to say the least. Getting 90 carrots, that's not too bad, now that I think about it. Give Hampton 210 carrots in total. No continue, that sounds like a challenge to me. Yeah, it does. Collect every carrot. Oh, that's interesting. Collecting every carrot in every stage, that sounds like something. Can't think of the word. Get a heart to protect you against enemies, that's basic stuff. Extra life from balloon, that's basic stuff. Stopwatch, 99 carrots at once. At once? What does that mean? I guess not. I guess you get the carrots. I don't know if if you're not familiar with this game, you collect carrots like coins, and after 30 carrots you have to find the little secret place with Hampton, and he gives you a life for every 30 carrots. So I guess you collect 99 carrots and then find Hampton, and that's... Oh, you just have to carry the carrots. Okay. That ain't too bad. You just have to put off getting lives for a little while. Getting 9 lives at once is really easy to get lives in that game. I beat it recently using save states because the platforming in that game is very slippery. I don't know how else to describe it. Avoid Elmira for 20 seconds. That's easy. Easy peasy. I think all the Elmira stuff's gonna be fairly simple. Beat the game as plucky. Beat stage 2-2 is plucky. I don't remember what 2-2 is. In under 40 seconds. That's gonna be stage select. Okay, what? What's stage select? I didn't know that game had that, but okay. Let's see here. Limited tunes. Finish all. Oh, reach and finish Whack-A-Land by finding all Go-Go's without continuing. That's gonna be hard. No code. I don't know what no code means, but whatever. I assume you can use save states for any of this and load states. Okay. Duck Vader. I don't know how to get to Duck Vader. That's something I'm gonna have to research. Okay. What's next? TMNT 1 for the NES. Oh no. This is a doozy. Man, I had this game as a kid. Holy crap. Try not to cuss, guys. It's a family-friendly show. I looked at these already and they seem pretty basic. Defeat the imposter. You see, I thought it was maybe I'm misremembering. I've only beat this game a few times and that was with save states because this game is total bullcrap. I always assumed the blue turtle was like a robot for some reason. I may be thinking of the flying turtle dude. Yeah, because that's Mecha Turtle. Okay. I don't know what I thought of the blue turtle dude. Salt and Technology. These are pretty basic. You'll just get through the... Playing the game, you'll get these. First slice of pizza, first half. Get your first full pizza, dude, in Area 1. Get the item. Missile or torpedo. War machine. Use a vehicle and shoot. It's like, you'll just do that playing the game. As for these points, I never pay attention to points in games. So I don't know if you just have to grind to get these achievements. That'll be interesting. If I play this game, because this game is total crap. I mean, it's a good game, I guess, but when I beat it the first time as a kid, this was like the second game I owned for the Nintendo Entertainment System. After Super Mario Brothers, I got this game for my birthday, and I was grateful, but it's a hard game. This game is not for kids. Shield your eyes. I think there's one. Yeah, this is the one where you're not allowed to use Donatello. That is insane. And only 150 people out of 2,700 got it. That's insane. You gotta be out of your mind. Out of your damn mind. Faxanadu. I've never beat Faxanadu, but it's on my list. Not Acme. Apparently I can't spell. Faxanadu. Takes a while to load, guys. There we go. 76 achievements. Holy moly. And I don't know much about Faxanadu. I watched H.C. Bailey play it, and it was interesting. Watching him play it, it looked really cool. It looked like Zelda 2. There's another game, I don't have it on my list. I ought to write it down. Battle of Olympus. I want to try that game. I watched a walkthrough of that just to watch it. Didn't really know what was going on. Same with H.C. Bailey. I watched him play Faxanadu and Zelda 2. That's what kind of inspired me to beat Zelda 2, was watching him play. But when it came to Faxanadu, it was kind of one of those deals where like, I don't know what the heck's going on in this game. Like, what the heck? It looks really cool and the music's really good though. And it makes me want to play it. I can't comment on these achievements too much because I don't know where these places are. First spring, I vaguely remember that, watching the playthrough. So this is going to be a game I'm going to have to practice offline for a good bit before I even touch. Holy moly. Man. Jackal? I have Jackal on here. Jackal is a shoot 'em up. Kind of like Akari Warriors. There's also an arcade that I never played. Me and my best friend growing up, well, he's still a good friend now. Played the hell out of this game, and I don't know, I can't remember if I owned it or if he owned it or what, but I want to play this game, you know, single player, obviously. Unless I can find somebody to do Steam Link with me or whatever the heck it's called and play it together, 2-player, that'd be really interesting. These seem pretty basic so far. I've never beaten Jackal, so this is going to be interesting to play. And I don't know, some of these games I want to even try playing blind. Playing blind and recording isn't necessarily my thing because I don't want to waste people's time That's for sure. I do not. This is the one thing that I want to stick to as a person who posts videos on YouTube, is to not waste the viewer's time, because I don't appreciate it when I watch somebody. 90 hostages to the helicopter on level 6. Ooh boy. Beat the game firing grenades or missiles less than 60 times? That's interesting. What the heck? That's it for that. And I think that's it. Looks like that's it. I'm gonna browse some of these games real quick. This video is up to 40 minutes. Wow. Maybe I'll do this again. This was really interesting to do. And this is just games I have on an index card. There's potentially more games I would love to try using retro achievements. So that'll be cool. And a little dancing Shantae. Shantae is another one. Let me look up that. I forgot about that. Shantae. I've never beaten Shantae either. I have it on the 3DS through the eShop. I have the ROM, obviously. I thought about going ahead and getting it for the Switch just to throw money at WayForward or Capcom. I don't think WayForward's making money off of this anymore. But Shantae is a series I really like. I really liked Pirate's Curse. Was it called Pirate's Curse? I'm confused now. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse? Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Yeah. I thought about buying Shantae 1 just to throw money at him. Because I like paying for things when they deserve my money. Obviously. But I never beat Shantae 1 for the Game Boy Color. I liked Risky's Revenge. It was kind of short, like a 4-hour game, which is really disappointing. Pirate's Curse, I haven't beaten, but I really like it. And I have a strange relationship with that game. And maybe I'll play that sometime. Pirate's Curse is really good. And it was such a letdown. Half Genie Hero, when it came out, was such a letdown. In terms of art style and level layout. Because Shantae 1, Risky's Revenge, and Pirate's Curse are basically, they're Metroidvanias. If I were to use that term. I don't like using that term lightly, because everybody calls everything a Metroidvania nowadays. But getting into Half Genie Hero, just to find out it was just basically a level select, play through the stage, you know, 2 parts to every level type of deal, like Mario Brothers. Even worse than Mario Brothers, because at least Mario 3 had a damn, had a kind of open world feel to it. Just disappointing. I was not happy with Half Genie Hero. I played it just to beat it. I think I bought the DLC where you get to play as your friends and Risky, and I didn't beat the game with either of them. It was kind of cool playing as Risky. She's cute and everything. I like Risky a lot. I like Risky. She's really pretty. Anyway. Purchase the Genie Tiara. Okay, these are just the extra. This is just buying the extra crap, and you can earn money in this game fairly easily just by dancing, by being a little stripper. Basically, it's kind of funny. That game will get canceled nowadays, dude. Supposedly. I want to make another video about retro achievements. This is kind of fun going through everything, but I'm gonna end the video here. Leave a comment. That'd be awesome. Share it with your friends. Have a nice day.